So, when people want to make changes in their life, say they want to have more autonomy over the direction of their life, one of the first things we got to look at is what is keeping them stuck. And the answer is almost always some form of trauma. Now, trauma is not just what happens to us, it's how we are affected after the thing happens to us. So, when we go through trauma, and something is overwhelming, meaning we don't have the ability or the capacity to navigate what's happening, we adapt to it. This adaptation is where the emotions from the overwhelming experience become frozen in time. Those emotions still live inside of us, they are unprocessed, unresolved. And so, anytime a trigger remotely reminds us of those emotions, that same adaptation that we had gets activated. The more that this adaptation gets activated, the more it becomes a pattern throughout our lives. So, not only is the emotion frozen and stuck in time, but our lives actually get frozen and stuck in this exact same way. For instance, one of the most common forms of an adaptation to trauma is that we disconnect. Because the experience was so overwhelming and we couldn't navigate it, so we disconnect from it. We might go away mentally, we might occupy ourselves with distractions. And this disconnect cascades because when we can't be with our own emotions because they're too overwhelming and we don't know what to do with them, or we can't be present with our own experience because it's too overwhelming or too stressful or painful, well, we can't be with others as well. So we become disconnected from those closest to us. And if we're disconnected from ourselves and we're disconnected from others, we also become disconnected from the world around us. And then the things that we do while navigating life in this world, we could say our work does not represent who we truly are, because the person whom we truly are has been frozen in time, and we disconnected from that as the adaptation to trauma. So that is to say that when we go through trauma, the present moment becomes too dangerous and it's something that we cannot be with. If we cannot be with the present moment in our lives, we can't navigate it. We can't exercise choice. We can't make decisions on where we're going to go. We get stuck on a sort of autopilot. And so, if we want to actively engage with life, that is to say, have some choice and autonomy in where we go with life and what type of person we're going to be, first thing is we have to recognize that autopilot. And then we have to take steps to come off of it, to take accountability, responsibility, to cultivate agency and choice in our life, ultimately to liberate ourselves from these patterns that are keeping us stuck.